everybody, how's it going? It's Jamie, your crafty DIY guy, and Otis. I've got some DIY projects for you today that all have a very high-end look, and I'm super excited about all of them. What's very cool about every single one of these projects also is that literally everything costs less than $5 each. Also, what's super cool about these projects is that they are made with Dollar Tree, Goodwill, or even some gifted items that I've received from friends. So you can literally recreate almost all of these projects very, very easily. But before we get into those, I do want to say thank you. Otis wants to say thank you as well to my OGs. I know you guys have been around with me for a while, and we truly, truly appreciate your friendship. And we appreciate all of you guys being here. If you are newer to the channel, then maybe you don't even know who Otis is. But this is Otis, my cat. He sometimes makes an appearance, sometimes he doesn't. But if you are newer to the channel, of course, thank you for being here too. And if YouTube just recommended the channel to you and you are checking me out for the first time, hopefully you'll stick around, subscribe, and enjoy these projects. And occasionally you'll see this guy, right, Otis? All right, guys, let's get into the video. All right, everybody, and for this project, we are going to be making a Ralph Lauren inspired mirror. I saw a mirror that was almost $450 that I fell in love with, but I'm going to recreate it for about $2. I have two mirrors here from Dollar Tree that are two different sizes. This belt was actually a blanket belt. It was wrapped around some blankets that some friends of mine bought. But you can pick up belts sometimes in the area where like socks are. So if you happen to see one, grab it, or just grab an old belt that you may have on hand. I cut this down to where that buckle was still going to be involved in the design, if you will, of my mirrors. And then, unfortunately, I was a little bit of a bonehead, and I glued my two mirrors down to the belt straps without really filming how I did it. I put the mirrors face down, I put the belt on top of it, I did add some glue and some tape to make sure that it was extra reinforced. But when it was all done, this is what it looked like, and I love this so, so much. It reminds me of this $450 mirror that I saw at Ralph Lauren. Again, I think this is super classy, and I really love the way this looks by my front door. And for my next project, I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree glass vase. I'm also going to be using this kind of ceramic trinket box, but I'm actually only using the lid. I grabbed this candlestick from Goodwill. It was $1.99. And then I have this wood block that I was going to use and this wood disc here. Now, the vase does not fit properly on top of the candlestick, and that will be problematic, as you can imagine. So I'm going to add that wood slice to the inside of that, and it makes the vase fit perfectly, which is great. I'm just going to take some of my hot glue, and then I'm going to glue that wood slice right to the center of that candlestick. That way I have a good base for my Dollar Tree vase to be able to sit on top of. So for this next part, I decided to switch things up a little bit. I originally started with this wood block, and I was just going to glue it to the center of this lid. I ended up not liking it when it was all done and painted. I didn't film that part, but I did paint the lid and the candlestick and everything that midnight navy color. I switched it up with this wooden ball instead. I used some antiquing wax and stained it, and then I used some of my gold paint. This will match perfectly with my next project that you'll see and with the other project that I did in my previous video. So I glued my gold ball on the center of that lid and let that set really well. And now I have options. So option one, I've got this great candlestick that I filled with some rocks and some moss, or I've got this lid that I can use to snuff out the candle, or you could even fill this with something else if you didn't want to use this as a candlestick. I really like the way this looks, and I think I'm going to be on the lookout for some other candlesticks that I can use to make a collection of these. I really love the way this looks. And for my next project, you'll see it's going to coordinate very well with my previous project. I'm going to take this Dollar Tree vase and a package of these Mardi Gras beads from Dollar Tree, and we're just going to start cutting these apart and gluing them to the vase itself. Now for my beads themselves, I'm literally just kind of figuring out where I want to place them, and then I am simply going to add some hot glue in small sections and just start gluing this all around the vase itself. It's really, really that easy. And what's great about these plastic beads is that they hold really well on the glass, especially if you're using some good quality hot glue like my Shore Bonder glue here. I just worked my way around the vase until I was happy with the design. I didn't really worry about whether it was perfectly straight or lined up. I kind of wanted more of an abstract effect, and I really love the way that this turned out. I think that you could even get away with not painting this depending on how you did the beads. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's kind of cool looking before I paint it. And speaking of spray paint, I did remember to film this part for you. I took my vase outside and I gave it 2 coats of my Rust-Oleum spray paint. I let it dry for a couple hours, and this is what it looks like when it's all done. I love this so much. It looks perfect on my mantle. It is a great complement to my candlestick that I made in my previous DIY. And speaking of candlesticks, this is just kind of a silly, fun DIY. I had this candlestick that was left over from a previous project. It had been spray painted black, and I just saved it after the project had kind of worn its way out, I guess. I had these very cool paper plates that I picked up at Dollar Tree as well. And I loved the design on there and thought it looked very high end. And I decided to go ahead and turn it into a DIY project. I took my Elmer's glue stick that I grabbed at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to add some Elmer's glue to one of the paper plates. I'm actually using 3 paper plates in total for this. So go ahead and add a very generous amount of your Elmer's to that, and then you're going to sandwich 3 of your plates together. This will help keep everything nice and tight, and it actually holds up really, really well. I'm then going to take some black chalk paint and I'm going to paint the white part or the underneath of that paper plate stack that I just glued together. I'm doing that because the black is going to give it a little bit more of a high-end look, and it's going to kind of hide the fact that I've used paper plates for this DIY. Now, after I had everything painted, I did take my heat gun out to speed up the drying process for this. I held my finger down in the center of the plates just to make sure that the paper plates did not curl up, since that paint is wet and those plates are paper. That will happen if you don't kind of help this along a little bit. And then I literally just glued my candlestick to the plates. And then on those edges, I'm just going to go through with my foam brush here and just kind of tighten up some of those edges so it doesn't look so much like a paper plate. I love the way this looks. I think it looks very high end. And if you didn't touch it, you would never know it was a paper plate.